Hakomi London is a professional training to become a Hakomi practitioner, and it's an unusual kind of training where it's experiential and it's multi-level, and it's self-paced, so you can choose how you do it.
Yeah, it means that you're not going to start training at the beginning with a group of people and run through to the end over a prescribed period of time. It means that you're coming when you can, when you want to. It means that the groups can be different sizes. It means some of your training probably be online, some of it will probably be in person, might be with some different trainers. There's a sort of reflection of some of the values that underpin Hakomi here, that it's a kind of slightly organic process, and it's very much about how you're connecting to the method, how you're embodying it. And
so how it works is experiential means that you learn it by doing it. Mm-hmm. And that means that you come along and you'll be given practices, and you'll be in pairs and in small groups, and you will actually do elements of the method. And the practices will often contain various different elements of the method that will meet each individual at where they're at. And so somebody who's very new, it'll kind of meet that level of experience, and for somebody who's had a lot of practice, they'll be able to go into a sort of a deeper experience of it. And really, it's like learning a language or learning an instrument. You learn it by doing it. You cannot learn an instrument by getting the theory and then you can play the instrument. No, you actually just have to do it. And this is like, it's very much like learning how to read another person's body language, as it were, and to make guesses about it, and to be able to respond to what's happening in another person that they might not be talking about or even conscious of.
So we make these kind of simple sets of instructions, just easy, accessible, little mini versions of what might happen in a Hakomi session. And you try it with your pair, you try it in a group of 3, and everybody's bringing their own world and exploring it, finding out what happens inside me when I hear someone say my name, or what happens inside me when I open my eyes and find that there's someone else there. And all you need is a bit of curiosity. What's happening inside me? What might be happening inside this other person? And a willingness to share that and explore that and be curious together, because the learning will come from what you notice, and your willingness to share that in a group. And the theory arises from the experiences that are brought by the people in the group at the time.
Yeah, and that's, everybody brings something different, so the group will feel different, and there is a plan. There are themes for the workshop, and at the same time, Hakomi is really flexible. You kind of go with what's happening, and if there's a certain interest arising in the group or a desire to learn something particular, then that will often be included too.
Responsive.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's really responsive, and so we have this multi-level way of working, which means that we have beginners, people who've done a little bit of Hakomi, people who've done loads of Hakomi, all learning together. And it really works because we want to come with this attitude of not knowing, like an attitude of beginner's mind that allows us to receive each individual without having any preconceived ideas. That's really what we're practicing in Hakomi.
No, not being an expert.
Yeah.
Just being a curious attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, there's something really about that, meeting as equals. It doesn't matter if you're coming for the first time or you're coming for the 50th time. It's that your experience is equally valid, is equally interesting. Your world is as precious and as complete and as whole as everybody else's.
And you know, usually in trainings you sign up and you follow a linear training and the same group, and with Hakomi you don't have to do that. With Hakomi London, you can come along one time just to try it out. And if it doesn't suit you, don't come back. But if it does, then you have choice around how fast you learn or how slowly, how you want to spread it out. There are in-person trainings, there are online trainings, and it's the whole basic training is 45 days. So it's 45 days of really learning how to embody the method, and then you could make other choices around, you know, which trainer you learn with. You did that, didn't you?
Yes, I did a little bit of my training with some other trainers, and that was really helpful. Mostly to do with my diary, you know, fitting in the training when I could, because I was very enthusiastic and wanted to get in as much training as I could, as quickly as I could. But that's different for different people, right? You might want to go really slowly. It depends what else is happening in your life. But there's something as well about being able to pick up some days with other trainers that you can hear similar ideas in a different voice, or just connect to it differently. You know, sometimes we might explain things in our own slightly unique ways, and one of them just happens to make a bit of sense for you in that moment. So yeah, again, it's the responsiveness, right? It's like you can find how is this going to work for me.
At the same time, we do want people to have a home training. So it's not like you just hop around all over the place. You'd have a home training with a trainer who gets to know you, and you would also need to do enough in-person trainings to be able to work with touch, because Hakomi can involve touch as well. It doesn't have to. So it can involve touch. We want to know that people can work with touch and work in person, and then you can also do online trainings, which means you can access trainings all over the world. But there needs to be, most of your training would need to be with a home training and a trainer who knows you personally.
Again, there's something nice about a sense of belonging to your home training as well.
That's it, exactly.